Hi, everybody. Welcome back at M2 Meets Behind EUSOBI series, a series dedicated to the committees and the special positions in EUSOBI. And here you will learn what is the aim of these committees, which are the persons behind it, what drives the chairpersons. And today it's my great pleasure and honor to talk again to Dr. Alexandra Athanasiou from Athens, Greece. She's one of the most known EUSOBIan breast imagers, and she is chairperson of the International Relations Committee. Welcome again back, Alexandra, to our session, to our interview, to our podcast. And let's talk a bit more detail what we are doing, what drives you, and what are your key objectives in your term as chairperson of the IRC, the International Relations Committee.
Hi, Matthias. Thank you for having me again. So the International Relations Committee of EUSOBI, it's like our connection around the world. It has been a great challenge for me to accept this position. And what really thrills me and what I find interesting is exchanging with colleagues, not only from inside Europe, but also outside Europe, like Middle East, India, Latin America. And it's always refreshing and exciting to see how people are doing things, not necessarily from our point of view, but from their local point of view. Sometimes we are not aware of local difficulties, and we have been asked, for example, to provide insight and advice on how to organize local screening programs. I mean, in Europe, in most countries, we have screening programs running for several years now. And it's always emotional, if I may say, to see that people are really struggling to set up a good screening program in their country. And we feel honored that they come to us and ask for advice. This is a huge, I think, role and responsibility for the International Relations Committee. And I'm really happy to be part of a great team with several members from inside and outside Europe and have, multi-opinion in all these important topics. Second thing is education. And education has been one of the main goals of EUSOBI several years now, with multiple annual courses on MRI, mammography, ultrasound, our annual general congress that we organize every autumn. But not all people can afford or have the possibility to be on site in our congresses. So we have been asked from local societies of various countries to participate, having a EUSOBI representative in the local congresses and develop lectures on topics and subjects that are tailored according to the needs of each country. And this is a second role that we have embraced with great pleasure. And already we have started working on that inside and outside Europe. And the third part that I find even more, enthusiastic and interesting is through the members of the International Relations Committee, we convey the message to each country, to younger breast radiologists, to the residents or to subspecialization radiologists in each country, and providing a connection with our work, with the social media channel, with our webinars, with all the material that we have already uploaded in our EUSOBI site. And we are being more visible to them. Sometimes information is out there, but we do not know necessarily how to search for it or how to reach it. And this is one of our roles as International Relations Committee, again, through the network of different members in different countries, to provide this link like, okay, we are here. You can have access to multiple scientific content and you can ask us questions on everything and anything that might be of importance for you, for your local practice, for being better and moving forward on applying breast imaging in your country.
Beautiful. For summarizing these 3 points, so number 1 will be like connecting worldwide behind even the core, EUSOBI countries. This might kind of be an odd term, but after all, we are calling ourselves European society, but we are far more than European, we're just worldwide. And this is why your committee's international relation committee is so important, and that you're giving both scientific support and educational support. And I personally am more than happy to hear that, because as you know, I'm passionate about social media, digital connection. And I think here, Alexandra, we will have plenty of possibilities to collaborate. I'm to your service if you wish so, but also kind of to use the local connection we have to get people on board to EUSOBI. So kind of getting the whole family of breast imagers together. Talking about the activities, we just were happy to launch the EURORAD collaboration series. So this is really one of the wonderful examples that we can bring breast imagers together. And this has been done thanks to you, because you're also involved there, right, Alexandra?
Yeah,
so,
the breast section editor for EURORAD. And during the last ECR meeting, I thought, okay, EURORAD has great cases. We have a great platform in the Show Me of EUSOBI. Why not connect both of them? So,
right. That's basically the blueprint of a network of creating win-wins, right? You're happy that we have great cases, which we don't have to produce ourselves, because this is also time consuming, but also a great challenge in terms of quality. Yeah, and the international community, which is basically supporting EURORAD. I mean, it's a worldwide, it's great.
Absolutely.
Also can act as an echo chamber of what is already on EURORAD. So yeah, beautiful beautiful network. Let's talk about your group. You're the chairperson of a huge group. I just went through the list. It's 10 plus people. So is there any kind of framework within this network? I know they are all super experienced, international active breast imagers, but do you have like a framework of special tasks? Or how do you manage to run this huge group and this huge committee?
Well, actually, what we try to do is to tailor the tasks according to, let's say, the profile of each member of our committee. Because the members coming from different countries, they can provide different insights on breast imaging around the world. For example, we have members from in the committee from Dubai or India, and they have been very keen and active on organizing webinars in their countries and asking us for support on specific activities like how to implement good MRI protocol or how to proceed with interventional procedures. So for this level of demand, we choose people that are personally involved because they have an everyday, let's say, interest in their clinical work for supporting this activity. On the other hand, we have also members that are very experienced on how organizing screening programs from Scandinavian countries, for example. They have a long tradition and history how to build, if I may say, a good screening program and how to calculate metrics of a screening program. So these people are of help to me when I ask for input and feedback in case that we have demands from countries, for example, from Northern Africa or from Latin America or from Eastern Europe, that are trying to put up a screening program. So the beauty of the International Relations Committee is the variability, let's say, of the experience of the members. And we can address each member according to the specific question and demand that has been asked to us. So it's like chairing a concerto, if I may say. You have different organs and you choose the organ that you want to have on the first level so that the melody is the optimum one, if you get the metaphor.
Absolutely, you know, I'm a hobby musician, so I really love this this metaphor of an orchestra. So you have got the flute, you got the horn, you got the violins, but after all, and again, that's similar to the metaphor for an orchestra. It's the whole thing, the whole body, the whole orchestra, who makes the piece sound like a beautiful piece of music. And that's again brings me to the point of teamwork, right? Because
Absolutely.
it's not like a show of separate stars. It's a team working together, and then I can really grasp the spirit from your explanation. Although you are the chairperson, I really like this concept of ambassadors, you may call it, like local ambassadors who are leading breast imagers, but they have the connection like to the countries, India, from Middle East, etc. Plus
and Latin America.
Yes, and this is beautiful. So we can reach beyond like the core EUSOBI countries, and this is a beautiful concept. Plus, you have the experts in specific tasks, like I see in Sophia Seckerson, for instance, screening experts, etc. This is truly amazing. Do you have or do you plan to set up also special like webinars? We know that the Young Club is doing this wonderful great webinars, but do you also do this kind of connection kind of IRC, EUSOBI, International Relations Committee meets whatever India or Saudi Arabia, so this kind of special topics formats, or is it something you will say it's not a great idea? What do you think about that?
Actually, I think it is a great idea, but it has pretty much been supported during the annual Congress meeting of EUSOBI, because each year we invite a country like EUSOBI meets this or this or this country. And since we do it on our annual Congress, for the moment being, we do not find the reason to repeat it during the year through form of a different webinar. What we are trying to do is to invite younger people through the local ambassadors to join our webinars, because as we said several times, information is out there, but you should know how to search it and when and where to get it. So conveying this message to the young radiologists of each country through our local ambassadors is a very important message. And for the moment being, the webinars we invite them to are the webinars organized by EUSOBI. And the next step that I have just thought of it, which is really interesting, is getting even more in contact with residents in all countries through our platform, through the Show Me platform. These are young people who learn how to live through the different social media, and provide a link towards them, facilitates the connection and the visibility of EUSOBI. And thank you for giving me this idea just right now. I think I will implement it during the next meeting of the ER committee.
Yeah, and for you guys watching us at home, I mean, this is really spontaneous. I mean, as you may witness here, Alexandra and myself have been known for years. So this is just your spontaneous. And this is how EUSOBI works. Like during the take, we get ideas and we just set it up. So sorry for that, but I think it was it may have been of use. And also, you may have been even a little bit shy, Alexandra. We have, because we didn't yet mention it, we have the International Relations Committee sessions at the EUSOBI. EUSOBI meets Turkey, EUSOBI meets India at our annual conference. We didn't really mention it yet during this session. Why? Because there are so many topics we can talk about, and I'm sure people will love to learn more about your activities, Alexandra, in a second edition. Maybe, if you agree, in autumn we do a second take, and then we can review the activities in the last half years during the Congress, and may brainstorm also a little bit.
I would be very happy to.
So give me a call anytime. I'm to your service. For now, Alexandra, I know you're busy. You got the next call waiting in front of your door. I would like to wrap up, and there's a tradition that the guest usually has the last word. So any final message to your listeners, to your fellow EUSOBians, friends, breast imagers you want to spread now, then would be a great chance. Alexandra, the final word of the interview of the podcast is yours. Anything you want to comment, summarize,
Well, one sentence: join us, because we really have a lot of things to say, things that would be very, very, very useful for you, for your everyday practice, to get you a better breast imaging practice as you wish. I mean, that's what we all want. We want to promote our science and to do the best for our patients. So we are here to provide this knowledge, this experience, and embrace it by everyone.
Beautiful. Thank you, Alexandra. Nothing to add for me except to thank you. Take your time.
Thank you, Matthias. Pleasure.
Had a super busy schedule, and you guys at home, make sure to follow our channels not to miss upcoming interviews about the Behind EUSOBI series and the second edition. We already agreed on that, Alexandra.
Absolutely. It's a deal.
That's the deal, and that's for now. Stay tuned. My name is Matthias. See you soon.